How we doing, people? So here we are outside Stanlow, now SR, in the northwest of the UK. This is a petrochemical, obviously fuel, probably do aviation fuel. You get these up and down. You've got one at Grimsby, LOR, Lindsay Oil Refinery. You've got one up in Grangemouth, Scotland. So today, what the video is about highlighting, again, the unions mainly. I want to hear the companies run a blacklist, and also there's agencies on here who don't adhere to the national agreements, rates of pay, what covers your welfare, PPE, holiday pay. I mean, for instance, just dead quick before we start, say you're on here for the company or for the agency, but you're on the Blue Book agreement, yeah? Say you're on here, Stanlow, and they want you to go to Scotland, Grangemouth. Well, all the companies on here are also on there. They haven't got the sites locked off as one company. They let them on to keep them against each other. But like I say, they're all on Grangemouth from here. Now, lots of people transfer from up there, down to here, up to there. If you're on the agency and they say, right, you have to go Grangemouth, you don't get anything. But just make your own way. Now, that could be for you, making your own way, being transferred. If you're on the Blue Book agreements, you're going to get a fare each. So that'd be the train station from here, because you could be working away already, or at home, to the local, to the Grangemouth job in Scotland. That's about £140 open standard fare, and you get that every 4 weeks. So, also, you'd get travel time now. That'd be, they also want you there at 8 o'clock in the morning for induction. So that travel time would be paid on that day. So, at £21 at rate of pay on the Blue Book agreements, times 6, £131, say, plus your fare. You're on nearly £300 just to get to the other job, not on an agency. If it's a week when there's a bank holiday, they don't require anyone in. Everyone gets paid on the books, not on the agency. When you work all these long hours, when you're on the national agreements, you get paid holiday pay, what's topped up per hour now, not just for a week, but not on the agency. Now, the agency is trying to look, it's not bad away from the power stations. I mean, like, say, for a scaffolder, you can go wrap a building up, but you get more money per hour on an agency than on here. Now, obviously, you haven't got, again, the holiday to this, that, but we used to call them the soft jobs, like in our trade. We go on heating and venting on buildings. In we call it commercial, like a new office rebuild or a brand new build, like a new factory build, or the heating and venting in the offices, what have you, the pipe work, you know, for the services, the plant room. Obviously, that's our software compared to this. One, the PPE is different, the rules, the conditions. Do you know what I mean? So on here, you deserve your money. But it's sad that you can get a rate of pay a little bit more, what looks better. But anyway, back to these, the blacklist and the agencies. They should be adhering to this, no matter what. And the unions should not allow it. Who gets paid by the men and the women who work on here to stop anything. You know, you've got to protect the national agreements. Otherwise, there's no point having one. If we're not going to protect it, what are we doing? Going back to the Victorian days, I'll work for this less and I'll give you 10 hours. And no. We want it, it's got to be, you know, it's been fought for. If you want better money, that's why you've got to stick together on it and fight for better with the union. You're the voice. They've got to enact. There's ways of doing it. But no, if you do that, we go to the blacklist. If you have a union meeting on these sites and have a voice quite loud nowadays, you will not be coming back. If you go onto these for an agency, what's stupid for the company anyway, you will not be coming back. They'll phone you that day when you're on your way home. That's another thing. You're going on to jobs for 5, 6, 7 weeks and getting laid off, no week's notice, where they've got to give you that in the Blue Book agreements. It's fair play, so you can start looking for work, not the fake promises you're okay. Oh, sorry, there's been a downturn, don't require you no more. Absolutely embarrassing. So we are going to be starting going to the clients now. I've got to stay on the public footpath. You can't go down and film private property. The sign's down there, but we will be phoning, filming, saying who we are, speaking. Do you know the companies are doing this? Now, when they go and speak to the companies, like say, SR will get hold of their, probably where they put you to relations people, what have you. We'll ask, tell them who we are. We're going to tackle them and explain, well, I'll tell you what then, I'll apply for a job here. While you know about it, public on the channel. And I urge anyone who can't get on Stanlow in any trade, get your CV to me. I'll put them in as a collective. And we'll also do like the North East. These companies are on all the jobs up and down. So we put them in as a collective and start getting ourselves back in work if you want. While we go to the clients, I'm starting with SR straight away. And if they start ignoring, we'll have to put your reputation out there, what you're about for these companies. Do you know them agencies aren't even getting work off you? They're subbed out from these companies and they're not even agreeing to a national agreement what protects our everything, pay, welfare, fucking, you're going about mental illness. We want to know we're protected coming in here. Do you want us stressed? Accidents go up, don't they? Why have you got fucking thousands upon thousands on health and safety on here? There you go. Do you want the reputation that you don't care? When you're paying for these companies good money, but where they should care. So that's the blacklist easily going to be getting highlighted, addressed. Then it go back to the agencies, the unions, allowing this. I mean, I'll be outside their office once a week. I'm going to be phoning them after get over Christmas, New Year. Get over this weekend. It's the 2nd of January now, and we're going to start going, phone. We're going to film outside. We're going to have, calling for protest at least 6 months of union payments banned up and down the UK, not just in this industry. You pay the government. The government get money, the other party off the companies. You make little rules for your own club while you all get your little backhanders, and it's simple as that. We know you're not allowed to say it. Well, we do. It's our fucking lives. Now, I'm not here about... I mean, a lot of people who know me in the industry have been blacklisted, been through court. I will explain them in stories. I'll be in the house or what have you. Put it up there, explaining. And come February, the last case I've got going, if it goes where I think, I'll be calling out the corruption and employment judges either need arresting or the system needs adjusting because they're absolutely oblivious to the laws, the work laws. So there's going to be lots coming, people. It's not just this site. There's people in Scotland, so their local one, Grangemouth. I say local, they might be in Edinburgh, Glasgow. It's about middle, same travel, give or take. They can't get on because they've got a voice, they've got an opinion, and they'll voice it. I mean, now we've got our own stuck. It's not just in my trade, I've got people I know in all trades, not just in the power stations, on the commercial side, whatever you want to call it, the construction. They can't have a voice. I've just been on a job there just before Christmas, and we had meetings about health and safety. You couldn't. I had a few questions, and the room looked at me to go, wow. And that was down to the drug testing on there for the people. They're going on, we do investigate case by case. But then, we had one, blah, blah. They done it like 2 weeks before I turned up. So I said to put my hand up and said, well, how many of them you failed? You called a non-negative now, so that's why you don't fail. It's a non-negative. I said, how many come back then? Just all went quiet, the bosses, staring at me. Like, I'm what? I've done all my NEBOSH, SMSTS. I know the answers that you're not meant to be sacking people, and you've got to make sure you test them properly for a start, not urine, to make sure that 4 weeks ago when I beef will try and catch you because you said something in a meeting yesterday, stuff like that, the tricks. I mean, I don't mind the tricks. I'm not here to say they don't happen. But now it's blatant. They're getting away with everything. No one can say anything. You come on these jobs and you can't say nothing. That's a fact. Whether you like me or not in our industry, or know of me, or from my TikTok, but don't know of me from the industry, but don't like me personality, the fact is you can't go into work and voice an opinion. Never mind, start fighting if the company wants to fire, to rehire. No, what the unions let the gas industry, the supermarkets industry, all get fired and rehired on shitter contracts. The nurses fighting. It's not just us. But no one's tackling this head on. I will be, and this channel will be. Why? Because I feel like that's what we've got to do. I can't work on here. There's going to be lots of work here, and I will be highlighting how people like me can't get on. That's why we'll be going to SR, where we've got to phone them and explaining. At the end of the day, our CVs are in. We've been through courts. We've had money where they won't let it win a case. They'll give you without prejudice. So when you get to the next case, you can't bring it up. Hang on, that's why I dug my ears in. Well, I'll never take money again without prejudice. And I'll be explaining more on that. So, yeah, Stanlow. We've got Wilton up in the northeast. We've got lots of jobs up and down that northeast river. I'm telling you, people. I mean, wait till I get to the European Labour blag, what we've had to endure, and British are lazy. I've got good mates all over. We got hammered because I used to fight for them to get our money. Not you pay them what you want and get them working hard because they can still build houses. I was saying to them, I know I was fighting you to get this, and now I showed them my payslip. What? I want to know. I said, that's to protect my family. Oh, you good man? I fucking am. But there it is. So, lots coming, people. Lots coming. Take a good look. Had a few vans drive past. Probably someone was a man with a camera up there. The Tandy man. It's in that Tandy People's Union. You know, there's a company in Sheffield, you know who they are. I'm coming to explain about outside. Now, these are, you call them allegations. I know the truth. I was in there. 10-year training schemes, fabricating metal. But they've not got a card if they want a job in another company to be skilled fabricators, sheet metal fabricators, pipe laggers. Why? Because it's a 10-year training scheme. What never gives you the ticket. It's probably 15 years now since I was last there, and they're still there. Nothing to do with the lads. Imagine the back pay there, Jay. Get out. Oh, to buy them a house cash if they got a back pay off them. So we'll be highlighting that. The blacklist they have. Not only the blacklist, they ate like full people. Like we ate Scousers. I knew about them in '97. Now, I won't be bringing that to the video. That's just, you know, yeah, we know about it. Why? Because we're classed as militants. I'll go through all that, like the union video I've done, the 143 branch. Oh, the militants. No, we're not. And it's not that people are quiet. It's in Sheffield. Not so much now. It's not that, look, people, good lads, you can't say nothing. It doesn't matter what you think. You say it, you're gone. And it's no good being in my boat. It's hard, it's hard work, so why be like that, in a way? But, don't get me wrong, I say that because I've got it on social media. But they still blacklist people around all their own areas, like Scotland, up Grangemouth, like down in Bristol. If you've got a voice and you're active with it nowadays, you will not get back on. Years ago, you got on the back end of jobs. Now the agencies are here, the threats that fucking mad. You've not even got a bit of backing. So here's another one. 2 years service, you start getting like more rights where if they do go for you, you have got more rights. You get severance pay if you want to lay you off in 6 years. You know, it's what happens if you get 15 years? You get payouts. Not when it's all like this agency, like. Not while you're blacklisted, not even building years of severance pay. Now, like